Hi there, everyone. I just wanted to jump on again and do some more Christmas DIY. So there's so many things that I wanted to share with you and about how to make things for Christmas. And I just love essential oils and I love all the things you can make with them. So I wanted to do another session of DIY Christmas gifts. So I will jump in. Well, first of all, I should say, why would you want to make your own essential oil Christmas gifts? Well, for starters, they just make great gifts. They are, since the doTERRA essential oils are so high quality, your Christmas gifts are high quality. And it's just such a wonderful thing to get a homemade gift for Christmas. They're also more economical. So instead of going out and spending $10, $15 on some scented lotion, which who knows what's in it, you can make something that's all natural and pure and actually good for your body. So there's no junk in them either. Okay, so I'm going to jump right in. And since I mentioned lotion, I will share with you our what we call miracle cream. So this is coconut oil. I just melted it on the stove. I put it in a saucepan with water and turned it on low. And since coconut oil melts at 76 degrees, it melted. So I use this to make a hand cream or skincare cream. We do this at the make and take classes. So this is a 2-ounce jar right here. So we just take some of the melted coconut oil and pour it in the 2-ounce jar up to the neck. And you can use any size jar you want to. So you could also use, and a friend of mine did this one time for Mother's Day. So they're not only great for Christmas, they're also great for other gifts too. So this is my sugar scrub I made last time, but that's where I'd gotten the idea. She had used these beautiful jars for the miracle cream blend for her mom and her mother-in-law and her grandma, all the wonderful women in her life she wanted to give Mother's Day gifts to. She gave them a jar of miracle cream. So what is miracle cream? It's lavender, frankincense, and melaleuca. And you can also add geranium too if you have it. So I make my miracle cream stronger than some of the other recipes that are out there. For a 2-ounce jar like this, I put 8 drops of each of those 3 or 4 oils in there. So 2 times 4 would get you up to the 8 ounces. So then you would need 4 times what I told you I put in here. So you need 32 drops of each of those oils. So if you wanted to do an 8-ounce jar of miracle cream, which is a fantastic and beautiful gift, it would be 32 drops of melaleuca, frankincense, and lavender. And as I said, you can also add geranium to that as well. So beautiful, beautiful gifts. If you didn't want to do that many drops, that would put you in at around 2%, I believe. I'd figured it out. So if you wanted to cut that in half and go 1%, you could do that. I know some people, that's their standard miracle cream blend that they use. I just like it to have a lot of kick, which you may think is hysterical at 2% essential oil having a lot of kick, but it does. So, okay, so since I'm talking about really low dilutions on oils, I wanted to bring up Rollerball blends, because for children, you usually, so for ages 6 to 15, you only want a blend of 3% essential oil and then 97% carrier oil. So in our Rollerball, that's 10 ml like this, we only use 9 drops of essential oil. So if you had a child that you wanted to give like lavender to, just to help them sleep at night, if you knew that that was something that they would love, you could put lavender and frankincense in here. I would do like 6 lavender and 3 frankincense. And then you fill the rest up with fractionated coconut oil. And they can put that on the bottom of their feet at night. Another thing that is great for children, and of course some of these you'd have to think if you want to give them to the parent or not, would be you could do the Miracle Cream blend. I love having the Miracle Cream blend around for my children's because this is what we put on our scrapes and cuts and stuff like that. So with that, I just use the frankincense, melaleuca, and lavender, and I don't put the geranium in for us. So I put 3 drops of each of those oils, the lavender, frankincense, and melaleuca, in one of these 10 ml bottles. And this is what I use for cuts and scrapes for my kids. If you wanted to make an adult version of this, you would just put 10 drops of each in, and that's around 20% dilution. And that is plenty good for an adult, and it's also good for a child, like a one-time use for a child. So right away after they do something, you know, have that scrape, you can put the strong 20% in just to make sure the wound is cleansed after you've washed it. And then you can go to using the 3%. So if, like I said, an adult dose, or an adult Miracle Cream blend would be 10 drops. So about 30. You're shooting for about 30 drops total for an adult. So that would be wonderful. I just think these are such a wonderful thing to give. So if they had, I'm going to switch gears just for a second. So if you have a friend who has a lot of stomach issues, doTERRA sells a Digest Zen Touch roller bottle ball where they've pre-diluted it, and you could get that for them. And I actually bought one for a friend last year and gave it to them. I knew the person had trouble with heartburn all the time, and I wanted to offer a natural solution versus the medication for them to try. I do have to tell you, because the person's not used to using essential oils and they just didn't like the smell. So they have a hard time using it. So we did switch over to the gel caps. So that is a risk that you run with someone who isn't used to using these essential oils, because those of us who are used to using them, a lot of us don't care what it smells like, just as long as it works. We're using them because they work, not because we like the smell. But for newbies, sometimes you have to worry about the smells for them. Anyway, it's just something to think about. Or you could make them a Digest Zen roller bottle ball. Or if you wanted a kid's version, you could make one. So you could put 9 drops of Digest Zen in for a child. And as you can see, we use our Digest Zen quite frequently. And then fill the rest up for fractionated coconut oil. Or if you wanted to make one for an adult, you could put around 30 drops of the Digest Zen in. And all you need to do is put on a cute little bow, and you're ready to go. I would definitely suggest putting a label on the top or on the bottle, though, just in case they forget what's in there, or they're like us and they have many different roller bottle balls. That way they can tell what's in there. Okay, so this is a cute little trick and tip that I was hoping maybe I could share with you guys. So if you had your eye on a really expensive essential oil and you just couldn't bring yourself to get it for yourself yet, here's a way that you can get it and not feel guilty about it. So one of my favorite oils, and if you've been around me at all, you've heard me talk about it, it's Helichrysum. So this oil, it's 89 cents a drop wholesale is the cost. And it's just absolutely super fabulous. And I know the price can sometimes scare people away because it's a 5 ml bottle for $75. But I have to tell you, it is worth every single penny. So what do we use Helichrysum for? We use it whenever the kids get a bump or a bruise or something that's going to swell up. We've had goose eggs that swell up, and you put this on there and it flattens them right out. I've dropped a book, the spine of a book, on my foot, and you could see it bruise up and swell so much right away. And I just put this on several times till it stopped throbbing so much. It also helps immediately, and almost immediately. I mean, it's really fast to help take the pain away. I do have to tell you, when you dilute it, it takes a little bit longer, But if you put it on straight, you will notice it within a few seconds, the difference. So this also promotes your body's natural clotting factors, which means it helps to stop bleeding. So if you know someone who's on medication for, medication that might make them bleed more than other people, or they have trouble with stopping bleeding, this can help. So we use it for like nosebleeds. A friend of mine had this happen, and they put it on their gum because they were having trouble keeping their gums from bleeding. I'm trying to think of another one. Oh, this is the one where my mom, when she was 78, fell down coming out of a restaurant, and I had this with me, and I made her put it on all the places that she hurt when we got to the car, and I sent it home with her, and then a few days later, she gave it back to me because she's usually sore for 2 weeks, and I knew this oil could help. So I made her put it on, and she took it home, and a few days later, she handed it back to me and told me that she didn't hurt anywhere she put it on. She just hurt in this one spot where she didn't put it on because she didn't know that hurt. So anyway, how can you get this oil and use it for Christmas gifts and not feel guilty about it? So if you have a friend or family member that that could benefit from this oil, or has little kids, I have to tell you, when there's little kids involved, you really love having this oil around. So anyway, you could buy this oil, and you can make some roller bottle balls for your friends and family and give them away as Christmas gifts, and then you can keep the rest of the bottle for yourself and use it. So as I said, this is just one of my favorite and most fantastic oils. It might cost more than other oils, but it also works fantastic and amazing. And let me tell you, when you want it to work, it does. So I just wanted to share that tip with you. Okay, so this, for if you have to work in an office, might be a great gift for you or for you to give away. It's called a loo spray. And when I first I'm going to have to pause. I have a phone call coming in. So I was talking about loo spray. Sorry about that interruption. Anyway, so what is loo spray? Well, it's something that you spray in the bathroom before or after you go, so that you don't leave any unpleasant odors behind. So I've heard that this is a nice thing to have in an office building. So you can give it to your coworkers to keep in their desk to take with them, or you can use it yourself. So all this is a 1 ounce spray bottle, and you can get these on Aroma Tools or Amazon. And then you fill it up most of the way with distilled water. And then you put 7 to 10 drops each of grapefruit, bergamot, and lemongrass in it. And then you just shake it up and spray before you go. So I've heard you can spray, like down near the toilet. I always spray around. We always use it for post bathroom incidences, but this is fantastic. So you're not using those awful synthetic air fresheners, and it really does take care of the bathroom odor. Just a note, I think lemongrass smells like Pledge. So I go lower with the lemongrass and higher with the grapefruit and bergamot. But love this. Love this as a gift idea. Okay, I think the last thing that I wanted to share about, well, there's actually two, but I'm hoping one of them I will be able to show you another time. Okay, so one of the last things is these are called shower melts. There's another name for them too, but it's not coming to me at the moment. Anyway, so all this is baking soda and water that you mix together, and then you put it in a silicone mold. You can use a muffin mold, and then you get much larger ones than these. Or I bought some smaller ones because for me, the muffin size or the cupcake size was too bit large, and they would last more than one shower, and I just found that was a pain. So I bought this. There was two of them that came together, and I bought this on Amazon. And I like these because they're smaller. and I use them up in one shower. So what are shower melts, and why would you want to use them as a gift? Well, what you can do is you can put essential oil on these. So I usually use them for breathe. Like if I'm having kind of a stuffiness, or if the kids are, I put a couple drops of breathe on these and put them in the shower, and then the steam melts the baking soda and it releases the essential oil, and it's absolutely fabulous. It's like you're having a spa experience in your own shower. So you can put lavender on there for calming or serenity. So in the morning, you could use some peppermint to help wake you up with maybe wild orange or lemon or grapefruit. So there's lots of different ways that you could use these. Now, as a Christmas gift, you'd have to decide what you wanted to do for someone. So you can put a bunch of these in a little gift bag. I have a bunch of them right here. We'll stick them in the gift bag. And then you have to decide what essential oil you want to give your person. What would they love the most to use them in the shower with? Would they like to use them to wake up in the morning? Would they like to use them to calm down at night? Or perhaps there's somebody that struggles a lot with respiratory issues and you'd like to give them the breathe. So you just put a little ribbon on this. And here's a gift bag for you. It's just, I mean, baking soda and water got you here. You can't get much better than that. And then, oh, where'd my little bottle go? That's okay, I have more. So I'm pretty sure you can buy these right through doTERRA. These are little sample bottles, little sample vials. This is a 1 milliliter, or I think they call it a quarter dram. And you can order these right through your doTERRA account, which is super convenient. So you just fill up this little bottle. This bottle takes about 20 drops. And then you put on the orifice reducer. You put in the orifice reducer. That way the person can shake out. I've heard about 3 shakes is equal to 1 drop. And I think that's fairly accurate. So they can shake out about 6 times per little shower tab. So you can give this right with your bag of shower melts. And that's another great Christmas gift idea for you. Okay, the last one that I wanted to share is, oops, down that goes. I don't know if I have it on here. I don't. Bath bombs. Oh, I do have it on here. Okay, so I am just going to tell you what's in them, and then I'm hoping to do a video with my kids making them because I discovered that my kids love bath bombs. Okay, and another awesome tip is I've seen a whole bunch of these in stores. You can buy bath bomb kits, and you can give them away as gifts. Well, actually, last year I made my own bath bomb kit and I gave it away. So that is way more economical than paying someone else to package everything up. And it was fun. I had fun packaging everything up and putting in instructions on how to do it. So that's just another thing you can do. You can make bath bombs and give them away, or you can pre-package a kit and they can do it themselves. I actually also did a lip gloss kit last year. I can't remember, it's called lip balm. It was lip balm, it wasn't lip gloss because I didn't put any colors with it. But it was really fun because I had seen those kits as well. And I was like, I can make those. I make that stuff all the time at home. So that was a lot of fun for me. And I hope it was a lot of fun. I have to check in with the people I gave it to. So bath bombs, how would you make a bath bomb? They're pretty easy and they're also a lot of fun to make. So you need citric acid. That's one of the things that might be something you don't have in your home. But I bought this on Amazon. You guys are probably tired of me saying that, but so I got this. And then baking soda, which I'm sure everybody has in their home. So you need for 1 large bath bomb, you need a 1/4 cup of citric acid, a 1/4 cup of baking soda, 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, 2 tablespoons of some sort of oil. So you can use fractionated coconut oil, olive oil, almond oil, whatever kind of oil you want to use, and then 4 drops of essential oil. And we've been using lavender because that goes great in the bathtub. And you can also add some dried herbs if you want to. That's an optional thing. So if you don't have bath bomb molds, what you do is you just mix everything together and then make it into a ball and wrap it in saran wrap and leave it for 24 hours for it to harden. So it's super easy. You don't have to have any special equipment to do it with. So it's really great. And hopefully I'll get a chance to show you how we do that with the kids too. So I hope you've enjoyed this. And I had also wanted to give you a couple more great rollerball recipes in case you wanted to give a friend a rollerball. We talked about Digestin and we talked about Miracle Cream for cuts and scrapes and stuff like that. You could also do On Guard for some immune support if you had someone you wanted to give that to. If someone has a lot of trouble with headaches, you could also try the head tension blend for them. And that is equal parts of frankincense, lavender, and peppermint. So depending on whether it's for a child or an adult would depend on how many drops you want to put in the roller ball. So it'll be 9 drops total for a child, so 3 drops of each. Or you would want to start out with the 20% for an adult, so 10 drops of each. So it'll be 10 drops of each of the lavender, frankincense, and peppermint for an adult for head tension. So that was just one more idea because I know a lot of people have trouble with headaches. So, okay. So if you don't have your own doTERRA account, let me tell you how it works. It's kind of like a BJ's or wholesale, or BJ's or Sam's Club, where you can do retail or wholesale. And I'll post a link with this video on how to do that. You can also buy retail, but it's really most cost effective, of course, to get your own wholesale account. And if you're doing it in November, doTERRA's starter kits in November of 2017 are 20% off, select starter kits. So I would take a good look at the Home Essentials kit because it really is got all the things you would need to help you in your house. So it's very aptly named Home Essential Kit. So it comes with a diffuser and doTERRA's top 10 oils. They also have a bunch of other kits that are on sale for this month at 20% off. Anyway, so thanks for joining me. I love questions, so feel free to post questions or message me with questions. And thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.